series of names and buttons. Next to the button marked 1B was the name Herbally. Jack pushed it. A female voice came from the speaker. "Hello?" it crackled. "Hi," said Jack. "My name is Jack STALWART. I'm here to see Thomas Principal Danner." Principal Danner gave me Thomas's address. There was a slight pause and then a click. The glass door leading into the building popped open. Jack pushed it further and walked inside, then followed the long hallway until he reached the door. This is a picture of him just walking around. Marked 1B. Before you could knock, the door was flung open and a friendly woman with an enormously toothy grin stood before him. "Hi there," she exclaimed. "I'm Mrs. Herbally. It's so nice of you to come and see Thomas as he's sick and all. Come on in." Jack looked at the woman as she beckoned him inside. She was extremely tall and thin with curly red hair that hung just past her shoulders. It looked as though Jack had interrupted her in the middle of baking something. She was wearing an apron and had flour all over her hands. "Come and sit down," she added, pointing to a comfortable-looking sofa. Her accent sounded like Jack's Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie was Jack's father's sister. She was from Louisiana, one of the states in the southern part of the USA. She had visited Jack's family in England a few years ago. "Would you like some juice or something?" she asked Jack. "Sure," said Jack. She walked over to the fridge and pulled out a carton of orange juice. As she poured a glass for Jack, she turned to him. "I'm sorry," she said. "What was your name again?" "Jack," said Jack. "Jack STALWART," he added. That's a picture of her pouring orange juice for Jack.
Down.
I don't remember Thomas ever mentioning your name. "Do you and he go to school together?" she asked as she handed over the glass. "No," said Jack. "We don't go to school together, but Thomas and I have a similar interest in dinosaurs." "Oh," she said. "You must be in that science club with him. Let me go and tell him you're here." She walked down the short hallway to the first door on the left and knocked twice. "Thomas," she said, leaning close to the door. "Your friend Jack from the science club is here to see you." A voice came from inside the room. "I don't know any Jack." "Thomas Herbally," she said, raising her voice. "Don't be rude. Now you come out here and see your friend Jack. He's come all this way to visit you." There was a short pause. Something rustled inside the bedroom. Thomas came out of his bedroom quickly, closing the door behind him. He walked down the hallway towards Jack, who was standing in the kitchen. Thomas, with his red hair and freckles, stood there, looking absolutely fine. He didn't look sick at all. "See," said his mom, pointing to Jack. "Jack has come to see you." "I don't know this kid, Mom," said Thomas as he stared at Jack. Miss Herbally looked over at Jack with a confused expression. "No," said Jack. "Thomas and I haven't met before. I'm here on behalf of the Global Protection Force to collect something he took that doesn't belong to him." Jack pulled out the picture from his pocket and showed it to Thomas. Thomas looked at it and then looked at it. Thomas looked at it and then looked at it. "Jack, where did you get this?" he asked. "Don't worry about that," said Jack. "What's important is that you return what you took." Miss Herbally looked even more confused. "What was this all about, Thomas?" she asked. Just then a loud crash came from the direction of Thomas's bedroom. Then there was a series of barks. Thomas looked at Jack. "That's just my dog, Freddie," he said, quickly dismissing the noise. "He's just playing in my room." He turned to his mom. "Mom," he went on, answering his mom's early question, "I didn't steal anything. I only borrowed it," he said, trying to make a distinction. "Thomas," said his mom, growing concerned, "what did you take?" An even bigger crash came from the bedroom now. There was a loud banging, as if something had hit a wall. Hard. Look, Mom, explained Thomas. I only borrowed a small piece of the bone from the Museum of Natural History yesterday. I was going to return it when I finished with my science project. That's a picture of them all sitting together, conversating. Thomas returned early, said the boy's mother angrily. I can't believe you took something that didn't belong to you. You should know better. Grrr, grrr. Growling sounds were coming from Thomas's room. Then out of nowhere, the growl changed to a noise unlike anything the three of them had heard ever before. The force of the sound was so great that it shook the entire building and almost knocked them off their feet. Thomas! His mom yelled, scared half out of her wits. What was that? Thomas gulped. He looked frightened not only by the noise, but also by the inevitable scolding he was going to get from his mom. The sound came booming from the room again. Roar! Thomas' eyes darted toward his room. He said nervously, that's this year's science project. Mom. Crash! There was a splintering noise in Thomas's bedroom. Roar! Jack looked closely around the corner. Whatever it was, had blown Thomas's door clear out of its frame. All that was left were thousands of wooden splinters strewn across the carpet in the hallway. Jack could hear something moving. He waited to see what it was. Slowly, an enormous green head lowered itself through what used to be the doorway and into the hallway. It was so massive that it barely fitted through the doorframe. Its eyes, which were black and bulging, were roaming up and down the hall. The hundreds of teeth that lined its wide jaws were tall, thin, and razor sharp. It was hungry, Jack thought. Not only because it was drooling, but also because it seemed to be sniffing for prey. Based on the size of the head alone, Jack reckoned that the creature was about 3 feet taller than a fully grown man. Oh no, I think it's the Allosaurus that he used the DNA from the Allosaurus toe to make a real Allosaurus. Roar! Its fearsome roar made Jack jump. Although he hadn't yet seen his body, Jack recognized the head from Lewis Porter's book. It was the head of the most ferocious carnivore of the late Jurassic period. It was the Allosaurus, and Thomas had brought it to life in his very own bedroom. Chapter 8. The Escape.